A warm welcome to all the listeners. Listen to the Blue Horse. Dr.C.K.N. is in conversation with Pooja. I'm sure you'll enjoy this session, and I'm sure it's going to be some food for your thought.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to another interesting podcast with the Blue Horse. Hello doctor.
Hi.
So shall we discuss about the exposure to drugs and alcohol by the young generation today?
Yeah, very much yes.
Yes.
You see, if you take alcohol, it's one of the topmost rich business platform in the world. Okay?
Okay.
Ever since Second World War, this industry has grown in a big way, and it is still growing. This is the basic thing I want you to understand.
Okay.
Much more money is there in all types of drugs, which can give you that euphoric psyche experience.
Okay.
So this is never ending. It keeps going. Billions and billions and trillions of dollars or money involved in these two scenarios.
Okay.
One is officially made, the alcohol, with the licensing part of the government. The other one is illegally made.
Okay.
By deceiving all the rules and law in the government. They don't care. They will do.
But
They can fight a government if they want to.
But both are flourishing well.
Yeah. So it's a lot of money involved in there. A lot of money.
Yes.
So the drug cartel of all kinds of drugs, cocaine, heroin, and all kinds of, many kinds of drugs are there now. So exposure to these things, it has become so much available in every country.
Yes.
Everywhere, in every township, in every area. Okay, if I want to expand my business more, then I'll have to, catch hold of young children and, make them addict.
Yes.
Okay, that silently goes on.
Yeah.
And you may have stringent law, policing and everything, but still it cannot be stopped.
Yes. They are easily available to accessible.
Yeah. So what is happening, how a child gets stuck to it, or get exposed to it, or it gets drowned into it. There are many reasons are there.
Okay.
If your fate is not good, and if you have one or two boys, girls in your peer group who are exposed to this, you are dragged into it.
Okay. First they do it for fun. What is the intention for them to do it?
Yeah, fun is one aspect, yes, but then
They get addicted to it.
Yeah. Now what happens is the distress situation of children.
If they have a bad family situation.
Yeah, when the family situation is not good, especially
they don't
when
have
the parents are separated.
Yeah, if they don't have a good, happy parents.
No, when the parents get separated,
Okay.
mainly, if they don't have a happy parents and another thing, and too much of pressure for you to score big marks.
Okay.
If you are not an academic guy.
So you're finding for another way of happiness to escape.
It's not the question of happiness, it's a question of escapism. Okay, I want to drift my mind from my painful thinking.
Okay.
So I need another platform. So it goes that way. Now, what exactly is happening with the modern day civilization is, as you said, the availability of these things, which is very much out there.
Yes.
And how you get access to it is very, very, easy stuff these days.
Yeah, when those people, those who are selling these drugs, are targeting the young kids, it's very easy to access them.
Yeah, they want to expand their market
They are
more.
getting that in various ways, like even like chocolates or lollipops.
Everything.
Biscuits.
Lot of formations have come.
Yeah.
Lot of formations have come.
So reaching the kids has not become a big task for them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I want to expand my market. The best is the children.
Okay.
Children who are in adolescence. Okay, maybe 12, 13 plus, 14 plus. If I can catch that market,
Okay.
then it becomes. I can expand my turnover.
So what happens to the child once he gets introduced to such kind
You
of
are addicted.
activities? So after getting addicted?
After getting addicted, you want it again and again and again.
Okay.
You start enjoying it. Then it becomes a practice, an habitual formation.
Okay.
Once people start getting to smoke,
So they.
now what happens is the nicotine, when it goes in, it produces more dopamine in the brain.
So can they reveal from all these activities again when the parents?
What?
Can they get relief from all these activities again after getting addicted for a long period of time?
You are talking about de-addiction.
Yeah. Does that
De-addiction
work?
may be possible in some cases, may not be possible in other cases.
Okay.
Unless and until you realize. You cannot make a horse drink water. You can take the horse to a pond. That individual have to realize what that individual doing is wrong.
Okay.
In the sense like that, for example, if you get into a habit of smoking,
Okay.
if it is definitely going to affect your lung, no doubt whatsoever. But then you get into that habit, then as I said that as you smoke, your dopamine get produced. When you don't smoke for a period of time, for a few hours, you want that nicotine again.
Yes.
So it makes you smoke again. Or maybe you start smoking few cigarettes a day. Then you start smoking more than 10, 15 cigarettes a day. Then you start smoking 20, 25 cigarettes a day. Whatnot. And if you don't have exercising to expand your lung, and slowly this smoking is going to affect your lung, affect your blood, affect your dental area and everything.
Yes.
Slowly. This is as far as cigarettes are concerned.
By the time you plan to get rehabilitated by yourself, your
rehabilitation in smoking will not come.
Your
rehabilitation will come when it comes to the question of heavy drugs.
Okay.
Rehabilitation in smoking is out of the question.
Okay.
Normally, people are not much bothered about cigarettes.
Okay.
Cigarettes doesn't harm you much, but
Only drugs.
alcohol. When it comes to the question of alcohol hampers the liver a lot, because whatever alcohol that you drink, what do we have? We have beer, which is more of glycerol, very high calorie. Then you have these whiskey, brandy of many blends, or vodka, gin, wine and all that stuff. So when you start getting into the habit of alcohol, it is a very high calorie stuff also.
Okay.
Then if you're getting stuck in the young age of 15, 16 or 17, 18 or whatever it is, slowly, you see your parents drinking, so you get exposed to it. When the parents are not there, you can steal some and drink and see what it is. So you get used to it.
Okay.
When you're exposed to too many parties by your parents in the younger days, then it becomes an easy part of the brain to accept it. Okay, this is a common platform. This is a common thing for somebody to go and have. That kind of easy thinking will come on that. They don't realize the harm at that time.
No.
Even though there's enough of information available on the net, they don't go and read all these things.
Okay. There are some grown-ups who are like, they know how much they must have, and some very few get addicted to it.
See, here I won't talk about all those things, how much to have, very little you can drink and all that. When you drink, when you get that euphoric feeling, you want it again and again.
Okay.
So once you get, if you know, even though you know that, 1 or 2 pegs more than that, it is not good. When you initially have it, 1 or 2 pegs may give you a small amount of kick. Then after that, when you get used to it, you want 3 or more, 3 or 4.
Okay.
And then you take 5, 6. And then it becomes slowly twice a week. And then slowly it becomes, every day. So the liver, has to clear the alcohol from the blood.
Okay.
So every day when you drink, the liver gets soaked with the alcohol. Hours together it takes to clear the alcohol. By the time it could clear the alcohol come in yesterday, the new fresh alcohol has come in today.
Okay.
So all the time the liver is doing the job of clearing the alcohol from your blood. So you become alcoholic after some time.
Okay.
Then you are talking about the rehabilitation, which becomes highly impossible in most of the cases.
Okay.
Again and again they go back to it. They may stay for a period of time till their health get affected, your appetite start getting affected, you don't eat properly. Initially when you drink, you eat a lot. Initially as the days go by with your drinks, with your alcohol, slowly the appetite goes off. You hardly eat anything. So you're going to completely lose your physical scenario of healthy situation. Then what happens? Your attitude, your power of thinking, your stability of the mental front, your stability of the brain function, everything becomes questionable. You will not have interest in anything. You won't be able to focus on anything. You won't be able to perform. Beg, borrow, steal, you will get your money for your drinks every day.
Okay. Now,
So, worst come worst, I'll steal gold from my mother, go and sell and drink. Okay, I can go to any extent to get some money in my hand for my habits. Now
when
it
comes to kids, it's more than alcohol. It is drugs they get addicted, isn't it?
This is one sort. People get addicted to
And
alcohol
the
also.
consequences are both equally the same. Whatever happens with alcohol happens with the drugs as well.
See, it has become a sociological status nowadays.
To
The children in adolescence,
Okay.
when they don't drink,
They are treated like cowards.
yeah, they are not treated properly.
Amongst-
So you don't even do this.
Okay.
What sort of a guy you are,
Okay.
like that. So the peer group pressure, make them go into it.
Okay.
These are all the aspects. These are all happens everywhere. But then in drinks, it makes a big hole in your pocket.
Do you think parents can protect their children or educate their children and make them aware?
It is one of the reasons because of the parents, the children have gone into it.
Okay.
And even if the parents are not involved in it, and the child has to go into it through the peer group pressure, the parents are helpless. If we see suppose a cat which steals milk at home and drink, it will somehow steal milk and drink. It's something like that. Parents cannot stop. If the parents' fate is good enough, if the parents are highly sensitive, if the parents have a grip on the children, maybe in few cases they can make the children stop. Not in all cases.
So to have the point is here, to have the grip on the children from a very young age, the parent must have this the responsibility of spending time with the kids, spending quality time with the children. All these things will help the parents to have the kids in control at the right age.
See, you cannot keep the children under control. It's not possible.
Because of the society,
you can only make them sail in your boat.
Is it because of the current society?
Control cannot be established in my books after certain age. Okay. It is
whatever they want to do.
See, it is like a police station, ma. Inside a police station, if you are a person dragged inside, you cannot do anything. Such scenario will prevail till the age of 10, 12. After that, you cannot. What do you think you can control your child? You cannot control your child once it slips out of your hand.
Okay.
If you think you can control your child, you can only physically abuse the child, and the child is going to do more. Okay. The child is going to do more.
Maybe control is a wrong term. Like, you can be friendly and you speak with them and you make them, travel.
You can only counsel the child. You can only request the child. You can only plead the child. You can only make the child learn more. You can't control the child.
So you say that the way the child...
They're going to resist if you're going to control. They're going to do more.
Okay.
If you're going to force them, they'll do more. Okay. It's a very complex situation. How you're going to handle the child at that point of time, you will be surprised. You will not know which way to go.
Okay.
If the child is not going to listen to you, you're gone. Now.
No, what I'm telling is, before we come across that situation,
see, if you have a 4 or 5 year old child and all, you can control here. That itself only by force.
Whatever we do.
Once the child grows beyond 13, 14, 15 and all that, when they reach adolescence and all that, it is impossible for them to control.
So what you're trying to say is, however you, bring up the child, whether you show all sort of...
See, once the child starts getting exposed to the outside world, the scenario is totally different. It's going to see new things. You would have covered up your child from many things around you. But once the child starts going out,
it is a society that's going to take...
The peer group going to drag into it anything and everything.
Okay.
If the peer group is not good, the children should be smart enough to select their friends.
Okay.
This is very important. Of course, the parents should have an eye as what's happening around the child and what kind of a pathway he is taking and going.
Okay.
When it comes to the question of drugs, this is very dangerous.
Okay.
This addiction is much beyond alcoholism.
Okay.
Because once you are addicted to it, you can never be out of it. If you take heroin of 72 hours, of 3 days, then you're addicted. If you're not going to have it, you're going to have something called a side effect called cold turkey. You can go and read this in the night. You're gone.
Okay.
See, all big crimes, all big, theft, murders, all that has been happening either with the influence of alcohol or the influence of drugs. In a normal status of human brain, you cannot commit atrocities. I'm just telling this for you, for example. Not the child is going to do that.
Yeah.
The child wants that.
Yes.
He's got into it.
When they are influenced by all these drugs, they are out of control.
They are gone. They are gone. They are gone in the sense like that unless and until, if the planetary effects of the child, the astrological signs of the child, the star in which it is born, and it is going to ruin itself with the wrong things, it is bound to ruin itself.
Okay.
Nobody can help. Even the God cannot help him.
Okay.
Then you are tarnished. What happens in all these things? Either you are an alcoholic person or you are a drug addicted. Your behavior goes haywire. Your behavioral pattern is shattered.
Okay.
Your parental condition is not going to matter to you at all.
Okay.
You are not bothered about the society. You want to stay yourself within the cover of that euphoric part of the human psyche.
Okay.
Influence of drugs or alcohol. That is very important. You are not going to go and make money and shoulder your responsibilities. You are trying to look around for money to satisfy your need, and you will get that money.
Okay.
Rehabilitation also comes into play, but how much that it is going to help you, it is based on the individual who got stuck into all this rut.
Okay.
The parents are left without choice. The parents will go into disastrous mood if their own child is going to become an alcoholic in front of their eye, or they're going to become a drug addict in front of their eye.
Yes.
It's gone.
Yes.
You can't do anything. Availability of alcoholism and drugs has become wide open in the last 40 years in my books.
Okay.
It's easily accessible.
Yes.
It is a delicate situation for the parents to hold on to their child, not to get into these kind of pathways.
Okay.
And that depends on your fortune that this should not happen to my child.
Okay.
And if it happens, almost you are helpless.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, doctor. That was very useful information that you have shared with us. So thank you everyone, and have a wonderful day until we meet on a next interesting podcast.